Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Check-In. Now, I did play the demo for this earlier this year, and this is coming out in full release on October 16th. So we go into the campaign, and we have several cities that are already blocked. Kansas is not blocked. We have the leaderboard, which when I logged into the game, and I believe you can change this in the settings, you could choose to be online or offline. I just chose to be offline. We're gonna go ahead and continue. Welcome to Check-In. Let's build our first cheap hotel in Kansas. So select the service standards of the hotel by placing the reception. So we have cheap, budget, comfortable, luxurious, and elite. This is going to be how we're going to start. We're going to start with cheap. It's going to tell us where we're going to place this. So in subsequent levels, I'm hoping that we might be able to change that. Choose a place for the elevator shaft. Guests can use the elevator to reach their floor. Let's go ahead and can we do this one? No, it's going to make us choose this one. You can zoom in with a camera. Build the first small room next to reception. So here are our rooms. We have a 4 we're going to place right here. Construction of the first room has been completed. Now build a large room nearby. Guests can only be accommodated in a desired room. So we have a desired room. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We are going to have 3 additional room types that will be unlocked. So we're just going to drag this person to there, and that is where he's going to stay. The room is now bricked off, so now you can't see it. So we're going to check in our second guest. Now these first couple of guests are, take your time, get to know and understand the level. So this one we're going to do a medium-sized room on this floor. Extend the elevator shaft 1 floor upwards so the guests are able to reach the rooms on that floor. So we're just going to drag up and click and drag up, and we're going to build a new elevator shaft for $10 or expand the elevator shaft. So this is basically saying that you have to have a contiguous floor for you to be able to access these later rooms. So if you have an elevator shaft and you're missing space, they're not going to be able to access that room. There is one exception, but I'll share that with you later. Switch to the service room tab. So we have here, we're going to be able to drag this over here. I would honestly love to be able to not have this be right there, but that's okay. Porters deliver food to the rooms from the kitchen. Let's hire one. So over here we're going to hire a porter for 133. So the next one will be 200 and so on. And then go back to the regular. So there's 2 different types of tabs here, service and guests. Now we've got several rooms that we need to accommodate. I should build over here, but I'm going to build over here, I think. And then we'll build one over here. I'm going to wait for one of these, I think, to open up. Or no, we'll do... No, I'm going to wait for one of these to open up. Maid's going to go through. She's going to clean. Here we go. All right. So if you want to demolish a room, use the excavator tool. We're going to try to not do that. This person's going to go into the 3 room. Some guests wish to stay longer than 1 night. The more nights they stay, the more profit you get. So this person's going to stay for 3 nights. If a guest orders food to their room, the porter should bring it from the kitchen. So they're going to go over here to the kitchen, and they're going to go back and grab whatever and deliver it. Okay, this one should be available soon. guests don't want to wait forever to check in, they have a patience bar. So now we're going to get to the point where they are going to be not as forgiving. Can we build this top of here? Let's build another floor. And we're going to put this one there. So they're going to get new floors. And then if I need to add another 2, I can add 2 over here. Another for the single size. You can open the hotel rating windows and read the guest reviews. Came here to see the surroundings, but the weather was awful, so I spent all the time in your awesome hotel. I liked it. Oh, there we have one available. The kitchen's performance can be improved. To do it, select it. So we're going to select it. We're going to actually improve the speed. And then they can go there. This one's almost available. They can wait just a little bit. And now the maid's got to get down here. She's going to clean. And that person can go in. You can change the orientation of the room. You change the orientation by clicking this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add one room here. We're going to add this room. Hotel is growing tall. Pull up or down to move. You can also use the arrow keys. As well to move the WASD arrow keys. Okay, so this is, we have wave 1. We're going to have 20 guests. 45% are going to want single rooms. 28% are going to want double rooms. 16% are going to want triple rooms. And 11% are going to want this L-shaped room. They're going to be staying anywhere from 1 to 7 days, and 15% of them will order something from the kitchen. So this is the only room that's kind of the exception to the everything has to be contiguous back to the elevator. Because this one, as long as this first floor is contiguous, the rest, the top floor does not have to be. I'm trying to hold off on these until specifically this one. I know that's a little bit of metagaming. I did start to play this and then realized that the music was going to get copyright claimed. So I am actually replaying this and I'm doing a little bit of metagaming. But that's okay, because if you play through it once and then you realize you can do better, that's one of the ways that you can do some replayability, is recognizing that there is a means of being able to improve. We're going to add another one. I don't think these are going to be... Actually, if I put her in there, I know she's in first. She was not here first. And the fact that it's outlined in green tells you that somewhere in the hotel, there is one available. I highly recommend getting into the habit of trying to organize. I know it's not always possible, but try to organize where your rooms are. And then that way you can always find them. Because sometimes it's like, I've had to pause the game before and be like, where is this room? So this person is going to give me probably a bad review, but I can live with that. We'll put in a little one person here because I do need some more one people. Might put in a second one. Let's get this person in. And this person in. Yeah, so I need a 3. We'll put them right there. I'm gonna hold and see if any of my one person, this is a one person stay or one night stay. So this person can wait. I'm almost about to have a 2-person room here. So some of this is about patience and knowing when, oh, here we go. We can put them there. This one's almost done. This one, I have to wait a little bit. We do have a couple more rooms. This one's almost done. Do I have any others? That one's done. This one's almost done. So I'm gonna hold off. So some of this game is you can just build massively. Sometimes it's just you're gonna have to be a little patient. And you can save a little bit of money by waiting for a room to be available because you do have a little bit of a patience bar. So as long as they're going to, I would say probably if they're about the halfway point, you might start panicking. But here, this person's almost done. And now we just got to clean. We only have one made though, so we're going to put that in there. Wave 1 is completed. We settled 20 and we missed none. So now we get a new room, and this is what I've been holding off on building on that side, is to have this room. So a new type of room is available, and it can only be built on the edge of the hotel so that the balcony is outside the building area. So we're okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip that. All right, wave 2, we're going to have 45, 28, 16, 11. Running 1 to 8 days, 15% are going to want the kitchen. So now we can build this right here. And then I add this room right there. Okay, 2-person. Now we're going to be able to start having some more because I'll be able to build over here, and I can build this next one. We'll go like right here, and I'll build another one. So this is just going to be, all this column is going to be, is just this. Do I have a 1-person? Yes, I do. There we go. We got someone right there. That can go, they can go already in there. Oh, they're going up there. I need another 2-person, so we're going to go ahead and build another 2-person. This one's almost done, so I'm gonna wait for this person. I'm gonna do 2-person stay over here because I don't want to build another elevator shaft. There. As soon as they're done cleaning, this person's going to go in there. And this little symbol means that they are waiting to go up the elevator. So that one, two people got off, and it's going to go up to here, and that person's going to get off. So this is 0 of 4. This is groups of. And then on this side, it's going to be either like a 3 and a 2, or a 3, 1, 1, or 1, 1, 1, 2. Let's see. Do I have any? Yes, I do. I have one that's fixing to vacate, so they can wait just a little bit. There's another one. This one should be vacating soon. Yeah, this one will be vacating soon, but I'm fixing to need another one anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and we're going to do a couple of new ones. And there's wave 2. $20 bonus. Now we also get the laundry. This is one of the things that I was having issues with. Was I was having trouble in my first attempt on this, which I'm replaying because of the music issue. This one is this is the laundry. So we're gonna go over to service, and we're just gonna pull this over here, and that's going to allow the porter is going to be able to pick up laundry and go and deliver it. But I was having trouble with building above it, so I was having trouble with specifically the balcony one. But now we're going to have 35% is going to want single, 25 double, 30 or 15 triple, 15 with L, and 10% with the balcony. 15% are going to want kitchen, 10% are going to want laundry, and they're going to stay from 1 to 10 days. But we're going to have 35 guests. And as you go up, you can continue to see this line. Do we have? Yes, we do have one available. We can put one of these over here. I have a feeling that we're probably going to want to go ahead and build an extra balcony. We can do an extra... Do I want to do an extra 2-person? Because I need to do one of these. I think I might do a 2-person there. Because it has to be contiguous. Then go there. Then go up there. Does space? Yeah, and space does pause, so that will be easy. So if I have someone, I can always go and make sure that I need to accommodate them. So what I might do is, I think I'm going to... No, I have to keep that room. Because of that stay. I think I might delete this room. Okay, so here is, now it lets me do that. We'll have one of these right here. It was not letting me build this room above that, so now we're just going to be able to do that. Did I probably had these two. No, I thought they were, I could have sworn they were. That's okay. I probably needed a third one anyway. Up there. So I think I would rather have this be two singles and have the double up here. But I need to do some demolishing. Are you one of those? No, none of them are. Okay, well, that may not happen now. The first one was free now, and we have to pay for more of them. All right, so since that one's free now, what I'm gonna do there, I'm going to demolish that one. Demolish that one, and we're going to put in a 2. And I'm going to work on that. That was one project. That was half of my project on this. Because to demolish this one, I have to demolish everything above it. Okay, here's that one. One we'll put right there. Fortunately, these are relatively cheap, but I think they increase in price the more you build them. It'd be interesting if they actually had like a thing of like some stats of like How many of each type of room do you have? And how many of them are occupied? Hold on, can we hold off on that one just real quick? Okay, hold on. Let's pause. I want to demolish, demolish, demolish. There. Oops. There we go. Two player, two person, two double. Right there. I do not have a 3, but now see, I can do this, buy an extra, and we can pay to have a 3rd. Although this one's about, and that's okay because now we can add in another 2nd. All right, let's go. We're gonna add this person there. And there. I also like that when you click on them, it will actually highlight. So if you needed to pause, very easily go in and pick. See, I don't think we're gonna have anything. We're gonna be able to do a 1, either a 1 or this one. Should be one more person on this wave. And I think I have like one of every type room available, so there we go. Wave 3 is completed. Now we have a new type of room, and we can get another maid. One maid is no longer able to clean all the rooms. Let's hire another one. So let's hire another maid. And we have this room is available. So we're going to have 5%. So I would like to... What if... Let me get this person out of the way. What if... I could either put it here. Here. I don't want to mess with this. And there's all of them. At 5%, you're probably only facing maybe 1 or 2 people that are going to want that room. So I only really need 1. My thinking is I could do this. Build this one here. one there. Let's hire a second porter. Since the porters are also doing the laundry. So what have we been saying? It's the checking in, and it's probably just a few check-ins that I've waited a little bit. Should be able to, let's see, if we can speed this up. Can we speed this up? Yeah, do increase the capacity. Okay, now we need another one, so we can just put this right here. I want to be able to improve the elevator. Either by adding, I know in Sim Tower, you could increase the number of elevators that you had. I forget how many. It's been a while. I've actually found my CD-ROM for Sim Tower recently. No, I don't have a computer that could play it anymore. Just for compatibility reasons, because I think it ran on like Windows 95 or 98. All right, let's see. Do not have one available. This one's almost available. Yeah, either this one's almost available or this one will be available in like a couple days. I don't feel like I need more singles. That one there. I wonder if you've got multiple rooms being cleaned, I wonder if it's like first available. Comes in. Okay. Well, I'm fixing to have a second one anyway, so we're going to put them in first. This one should be available soon. Yeah, so they're cleaning that one. I'm going to have to set one up. Okay, so what I'm going to do... do that. That. We'll do a 3 and a single, and then we're going to increase that there. There's wave 4 completed. Now that one, it looks like the elevator. Okay, so I think after wave 5, we'll be able to add an elevator. And after wave 4, so we should be able to increase the elevator speed. Elevators can be upgraded to increase their speed and capacity. So we can get speed 1 and we have capacity is 2 to 4. Okay. Oh, and you can make them staff and guest only and staff only. Okay, so that we've increased it from... Yep, okay, we'll look at that here in a second. So wave 5, 35 guests, 25 for single, 20 for double, 20 for triple, 15 for L, 10 for the other L. I guess it's an inverted L, and a balcony for 10%. 15% will want kitchen, 10% will want linens, 1 to 16 days. Yeah, so 1 times 3 speed. And we can increase that up again, 1 more. Okay, so this one, I do not have, you know, these are fixing to be available, and we have another service coming up. So that one, yeah, we're gonna have be right here. We've got 2. This one's gonna be vacant in a little bit. Oh, it looks like you can also do the arrows over here. There we go. This one is available, so we're just waiting for this to be cleaned. Might be worth adding another maid. Let's see, our average. It's the laundry and the checking in are what's taking a little long, or bringing it down. So let's decrease that. Right. Here is single. I'm sure there's probably strategy on like determining for even like posting up on their elevator, which floor you might put them on just based off of elevator. I usually just try to put them on like whatever the lowest one is that's available. But it's entirely up to you. Yeah, this paid off on just being able to have this, and see, then I can put like another balcony there if I need to. Which I don't have a balcony available, but I'm fixing to, so there's no sense in building another one. We have 4, 9. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one here. We got to build him a room. Put it in there. You could also easily just do it like whatever's the highest available too, so that way, you know, if you're ever in a crunch, you know, they're happier because their floor is lower to the ground. So there's different ways you could do that. I saw it kind of reminds me of this quote that I saw the other day, or this, I guess it was a meme, where it was like, what about like reverse meanings to things, like for the Icarus story where he flew too close to the sun and the wax on his wings melted and he fell, is the symbology of being so ambitious and arrogant in your own abilities that you take unnecessary risks and you can fall from dangerous levels. But what if he hadn't done that and he had stayed close to the ground and had, you know, he crashed into the ground below, and it was, you know, what if you keep it so safe that, you know, you don't take the risks? So just kind of the double meanings for the story could have gone either way. Do we have another one of these? I'm just rambling. Got a lot of 2 people. balcony, and you can go there. I don't like how that looks. It feels awkward. There, wave 5 is complete. Now we should be able to add a second elevator, although I think I have all of my space filled, so I might not be able to do that. And then we've got another, so we've got wave 5 complete. We've got 6 and 7 left. Purchase a second elevator to allow guests to reach their room quicker. Okay, buy a new elevator. We'll look at that here in a second. So we have 24 is for wave 6. We're going to have 40 guests. 24 single, 20 double, 19% triple, 14 for inverted L, 14 for a regular L, 9% for balconies. Rent from 1 to 20 days. 15% will want kitchen and 10% will want laundry. So this is elevator number 2. We're going to do speed and we're going to increase the capacity. So that way they are identical in every way. So, okay, so that's good. 1 elevator shaft. You can have multiple elevators. That was my question that I was going to have. You know, I think I know how I want to do this. It's 3, that's 2. Okay, because I don't really need this one. Oh, then I've got that person there. Do I have another 2-person over here? Put that there. Here's what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this here and that there. And then I can, hold on, I'm going to hold off on deleting anything. Yeah, because I want to take it down to this level, I think. Yeah, because we can remove this, remove that one. No, I can keep that. That's fine. I don't like this one though, so I think I want to get rid of these 3 and add as triples. Okay, I have a triple there. This one's almost done. Hire another maid. Okay, so we're going to remove this one, and this one, and I'm going to put in 2 additional. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that layout better. Capacity. And let's add another porter. How much is it gonna be? $450 to get another porter. Yeah, 3 maids I think are fine because it's not like everyone's checking out at the same time. Let's decrease the amount that it's going to take to get that food being made. Do I have? Yes, I do have one. It was highlighted green, so I knew it had something somewhere. Don't have one available. Let's see, for these, tell me, we'll add one right here. There we go. And let's see, we're going through. I can go there. Okay, that's going to put them there, and we put someone right there. Do I have? I do not. How close are we to be able to get? So this one, we can just flip it. No, we're going to do... Put one there. Now by the time all that's done, yeah, one person's already there. But that's okay because that gives us two more up there. And there's our last 3-person room. Yeah, because we don't have this. They're just now getting up to their room. That person can go there. I mean, if I need to, what I can do is I could do this and that. Knowing that I'm planning on deleting that room because that's not 18 days. Yeah. Everyone else is waiting for the food. Okay, there is wave 6 completed. And now it looks like we get housekeeping. All right, that completed that completed wave 6. New room available is the sauna. Okay. I didn't get that. Some guests want to use the sauna. All right, they're going to be in wave 7. So this is the final wave for the level. We're going to have 40 guests. 20% are going to want single 19, double 19, triple. 14% for each of the L's and 14% for the balconies. With 15% wanting the kitchen, 10% wanting laundry, and 10% wanting use of the sauna. So we could probably drag this one out to here. And then increase that up one. We'll just increase those so they can go twice. They can go double speed. Because that sauna is up there. Oh, it needs to go onto the second floor. There we go. And we do not have any available rooms. And I can't tell. That's 1 to 25. No, hold on. I might need to just do, we're going to go back over here. One right there. But this is towards the end of the level, so it kind of is reaching a point of let's just make it fit. So down here you can kind of see where I had a little bit more planning. Of course, it's kind of hard to plan when it's sometimes hard to plan on the tutorial levels because you're planning around them introducing new mechanics. So it's like it all fits, but then they introduce a new mechanic and you're like, okay, but I want to have this other concept. And you can't do that because now you've introduced a new concept into the game. There's that. Now I need a 2-person room. All of these are occupied. And if we add a second person here, so all of my nice, neat planning and organizing doesn't really hold up very well on by the end, or because there's only so much you can do. Let's see, because like here I would have to add like little 1 persons. And that one became available right there. They should be able to share a hotel or a ride up. There we go. There's balcony room, and I've only got what, 3 balcony rooms. I spoke too soon. Let's add another balcony room there. Let's add one of these rooms. Just because I feel like I have enough of the single rooms, and if I need to fit in another single room, I always have the ability to, I've got 4 spaces right here that will have to go to single rooms. So if I have to add another single room, I've got some space here to do that with. Out of curiosity, I was curious if it would let me build it off here. I guess you have to build it on this side. People are wanting the sauna, so if we add the capacity for 3 people, having that little arrow indicator is a great add. I don't remember if that was available in the demo that I played, but that is a great feature to have, because then you can easily see where things are. So if you don't see one on your screen, it's telling you like, okay, hey, there's one that's down below, and even like where they are. The only thing that I could see as being an addition that might be interesting to have, I don't know how they would do this on mechanic wise, but would be to like have it be like, this is tier 1, 2, and 3, tier 1, 2, and 3. So if you have a single person, you could always upgrade them to like a tier 2 or tier 3. Now it comes at the expense that you wouldn't have that tier 2 and 3 for a tier 2 or 3 guest, but you'd have to distinguish them between like single floor and double floor. So like this person, you could add them where this is like you have like an entry on the one level, and the floor, most of the stuff is on the second floor. Here you would have like, this is like a loft. You can see here where you got the bedroom on the one floor, and you've got the loft with the bunk beds on the other one. Here you've got kind of a main entryway here, but then it comes up and you have the bunk beds up there. I do not have a space. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that. And we're going to add 2 more. Ended up not needing those, but that's okay. Just put them right there. Okay, so here we do not have a room 3, a 3-level room available. This one's fixing to be as soon as that gets cleaned. So if you will wait, your room is being cleaned at the very moment. Do not have a balcony. Any of them. So if we add that, we can add a balcony right here. We'll go ahead and add another 3rd. There's the balcony. Let's see. This is... All right, we'll do here. Because we're almost done with this level. them in there. That person goes there. I believe we've got one more guest. And then we shall be done with Kansas. We have completed Kansas. Put them up with the new one. There we go. We got a bonus of 40. And we can go on to the rest of the world. So Kansas, we had a total of, and that just completed 3 achievements. So server connection error is just the fact that I did not opt for online play. So hotel rating multiplier 4.96. So it looks like your rating at the end does affect how much this is multiplied by. So number of guests 241, money at the end 250, infrastructure, hotel staff. Job. Okay, so we have hotel network upgrades. So it looks like we can only pick one. Oh, maids clean the rooms 5% quicker. So we're going to improve that. What is this? Patience of guests. Guests wait 3% longer. Refund upon demolition. Demolition of an elevator shaft section refunds 5% more money. Floor value. Hold on. Yeah. Floor value, reduce upward construction price by 2%. Guest skip, you can skip 1 more guest per wave. Clean speed, so maids will clean 5% quicker. Elevator speed, all elevators are 5% faster. All elevators are 5% faster. Patience of guests are 3% more. Refund upon demolition. That's for the elevator shaft, and then cleaning speed is 5%. So you can get like an extra 15% cleaning speed out of your guests, an extra 10% for your elevator speed, and then I believe that's 10% more for refund on the elevator shaft if you demolish it, and then up to 6% more for guests. And that unlocks Cleveland, which we will go to next. What is this? Oh, that's the upgrades. Okay. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.